This EAS scenario presentation will not be real here. This is a fiction EAS scenario that is not guide here to the one for people watching this scenario from the last 3 years. And so this presentation will include sirens and any type of immediate threats that will occur in the next after any fuel warnings issue. Welcome back. It's the return of the Emergency Alert System Scenario, or EAS Scenario. The first EAS Scenario was created like 3 years ago on April 2022, and a lot more scenarios occur on the summer of 2022, 3 years ago, and this continued on the Christmas of December 2022, and now we're finally back here after about 3 years. Like the EAS scenario was a lot more that was from all of the Talking Tom friends, and how much years that was created here back in. Let's pause the video. So apparently the first EAS scenario was created. Los Angeles vacuum cleanup was started on April 2, 2022. Then about over 2 months later, more EAS scenario created in the summer of 2022. Then more EAS scenario, now called my Talking Tom Friends EAS scenario, created more on this rest of summer, and then for the entire fall of 2022, including cities like with any type of events and tornadoes and thunderstorms like severe weather. And then few more occur on Christmas season of 2022, late November and December, and stopped here on December 2022. On the final EAS scenario for 2022 was the Christmas disaster in Miami, Florida. And here we go. That is it. And this is my return of the EAS scenario for the first time. So today, my return EAS scenario, I presented you to the return of the EAS scenario. It's called the Sunshine Skyway Bridge Disaster. So apparently, a year ago, apparently in Florida, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge was the bridge located in western Florida. It is currently seated in it's serving the Tampa Bay metropolitan area. And in the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, which is located in Hillsborough County, Florida, which is connected to Pinellas and Manatee County. This bridge is serving the greater Tampa Bay metropolitan area. But remember, this is the EAS scenario we're gonna create. Last year in Baltimore, the boat lost control and then crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland, causing many fatal injuries and fatalities. One car fallen into the water right there, the river. Like the Francis Scott Key Bridge was once the collapse here on the news like last year, located in Dundalak in Baltimore County near Maryland. And then the demolition of the last remaining of Francis Scott Key Bridge. It's going to begin on July 7th, on Monday, after a year. Like 1 year later, occurred on March 2024 on the spring break. But what if someone and or suspect cause a bridge collapse at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in Florida, in Western Florida? We will find out. Let me start the EAS scenario. So anyways, let's get it started. This is fiction, not real. Okay, this is a fiction one, not even a real one. So, the current weather in Hillsborough County, Florida, part of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. I forgot it's Celsius. So right now in Florida, in Tampa, in Hillsborough County is 82 degrees with cloudy skies. And in Tampa, Florida, weather is 87, which is very warm, very hot. Currently, rain chances at 20%. Then more rain occurs with thunderstorms on Thursday. Heavy rain and thunderstorms peaking around Thursday and Friday. But now this is gonna be fictional. So here we go. In the Skyway Bridge. So let's go to the news. This is WTVT Fox 13, Tampa Bay, serving the greater Tampa Bay metropolitan area. We have current breaking news right here at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. About 5 minutes ago, a suspect, an unknown character suspect, was discovered. She's saying he was stated to use a type of explosion to a bridge to cause the Sunshine Skyway Bridge to collapse. We don't know who is the suspect for doing this, but the Tampa Bay Police Department will be searching for the suspect and they will be caught soon. In addition, the the bridge is very brand new here after the 45 years later of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge being collapsed 45 years ago due to this storm right there, like the old bridge before demolishing it to build a new Sunshine Skyway Bridge. So that's the history, that was the cause right there. But we don't know how did this happen. We have a reporter just here in outside of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Live here just outside of the far away from the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. How things are going. I live here on outside, just far away from the distance of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. It's currently very quiet here. It's cloudy outside, and any people driving across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge is on it, nervous threat, like worry about the threat of the collapsing the bridge, but still expecting to see what will they say to the unknown suspect here from the Tampa police. We don't know how did this scene right there. And we will keep you on eye whatever it's coming available. Thank you. Thank you too. So apparently, I don't know see what will happen to the unknown suspect for directing a bridge collapse. In other news, in the weather, you can see rain expected around late Wednesday night into Thursday. Peak of heavy rain and thunderstorms expected on Thursday and Friday. So watch out at that. In addition, the Atlantic hurricane season will happen in Florida soon. Be prepared to evacuate if hurricane intensifies soon in about the next few days or a few weeks. This is Fox 13, WTVT, Fox 13 Tampa Bay. now switch back to your regular programming. So an unknown suspect was detected in Tampa. So what's gonna happen here? So about an hour later.
I didn't know that they are going to park in a few days later. That place was recently opened, and I'll go there once the car is fixed. I think this park nears the bridge. If it is, perhaps I'm going to do something bad in there. Of course, I have to think of a better idea so that they don't know that I'm the one who did it. Perhaps that I have to go to underbridge and destroy the bridge with the TNT. And if my family wins or when the bridge destruction happens, of course, they will be killed afterward. This may be a good idea, honestly. And they won't know that I did it. I can't wait to do this and hope the idea works without fail. Okay, now of course, I am to steal TNT first. But I don't think I could just steal immediately, or I will go to jail for lots of years. It looks like I have a problem now. I think I have an idea.
Wait, who was that girl? That was a character from Dora the Explorer. So now at 1 minute later. The following message is transmitted at request of the Tampa Bay Police Department in conjunction with the Hillsborough County Emergency Management. At about 4:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, police is searching for a unknown suspect who is planning to do a destruction at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in Pinellas, between the Pinellas, Hillsborough, and Manatee County in Florida. It connects here into St. Petersburg and Clearwater. Due to this situation with an unknown suspect, Tampa Bay Police Department is looking for the suspect and trying to arrest her. Due to this, all residents in the city of Tampa, Florida should advise to remain vigilant and tune to the local radio station for information about this situation. So, a suspect is now planning to collapse the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Well, let's see what's gonna happen next. About 50 minutes later.
This coffee is honestly good. Dang it, not again. What's this? Why are you giving me this box?
Normally, I come here to steal a weapon for a plan. However, I give that box to you and inside of the box is money.
Wait a minute. Did you actually steal your family's money to buy something here?
No, my parents gave me the money and told me that I can buy anything I want.
Certainly, your family will ground you immediately after you buy something. By the way, I didn't realize that you brought money to buy something here. What do you want to buy?
I want to buy the TNT. Can you tell me where's the TNT?
There, that box.
When I come here someday, I won't steal the weapons and I'll pay you with the money, and I have to go.
Of course, a bad situation will happen later today, and I think the inside of this box is empty. She had another way to steal something.
I didn't realize that the idea works.
You're happy because you stole something from the store.
What are you talking about? I didn't steal this. I'm telling the truth.
I hope it's not the new computer inside that box, and you already have the computer.
I'm going to explain this. The inside of this box is not the computer. I found this box in the street. The inside of this box are all games or dances or games.
Normally, I don't believe you. At least the police didn't tell me that you stole something. At this point, I believe you. Don't steal something.
That is closed. Open my notes what's inside of this box. Of course, the claim will be failed. At least my dad didn't know that I'm going to do this. Now that I stole this. When my family may go to the park someday, I'll go to Underbridge and destroy it with the TNT. And my family will be killed. But I don't know when my family fixes the car. They are not going to park unless the car is fixed. And I have to hide this box so my mom won't realize that I'm doing this.
Well, what is going on? Some the suspect went to the store and then you found a box that has a TNT inside. 1 minute later, the following message is transmitted at request of the Tampa Bay Police Department. At approximately 4:42 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, at approximately 4:41 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a suspect entered a gun shop called the Tampa Arms Corporation and then talked to the man. Says there's a TNT box, the box with the TNT explosive inside. The police is currently outside of the store and currently dealing with the situation. In addition, the Tampa Bay police have not identified the suspect, but however, the description of the suspect has been given to the Tampa Bay Police Department. It's a girl who is little with pink. He's a brown. So he is currently a she is a currently a brown female with brown hair and black eyes. She was last seen wearing a pink shirt, orange shorts, and white long socks and white shoes. This suspect is came from the character of the Dora and the Explorer show on Nickelodeon. Due to this situation, the Tampa Bay Police Department is still investigating why did this happen. And about a few minutes ago, all residents in the city of Tampa are strongly advised to remain indoors at this time. If possible, if you see this suspect, like if you see this suspect or the Tampa or the description, call the Tampa Bay Police phone number. If you see this suspect or the description, call 911 or the Tampa Bay Police Department. Phone number is 813-231-6130. Tune to your local station or television for information about this situation. So this suspect that the description has been given. I say this girl suspect now identifies Dora. Let's go to a different Tampa Bay news. This is Channel 8 WFLA TV. Or this is WFLA TV Channel 8 news channel on your side. NBC, serving the Tampa Bay area. Breaking news coming out of the Tampa area. Apparently, a suspect, now called Dora the Explorer, has entered the Tampa Arms Company, the guns corporation, the gun store. Yeah, they she entered the Tampa Arms Corp, and then the man talked to her about finding the box with the TNT explosive inside, and then he and then she rushes back to their home, stating they was final was finalized right there. And then the family of Dory the Explorer, that that so currently the family of the this for the so Dory the Explorer family now called Dory the Explorer family, the first, and then their parents name as Elena, Elena, Abuela, or Soledad, or Cole, known as Miguel. These parents came from these one is a Mexican Latin one, saying they came from Mexico. Elena is a brown female. She is a brown female, has earrings, black eyes, and brown short hair. She was last seen wearing a purple shirt and a skirt, and she has a necklace on her neck. Cole is an orange man. He's an orange man. He's an orange male with blue of about a dark, or it's a maroon or burgundy hair and black eyes. He was last seen wearing a light blue sweatshirt and a tan jeans or pants. He also has a mustache on between the nose and the mouth. And finally, Abuela, he is a tan or a peach apricot female. He with gray hair and black eyes. She is fat. She is wearing a yellow fat shirt. She is also fat. Due to information about see what's going on live here outside of the Tampa Arms Corps correspondent. Are you there? I live outside of this store. It is unknown how the Dora managed to enter the store of the Tampa Arms Corps and stolen the box of the TNT explosive. There and Dora's threatening to use the TNT explosion to collapse the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, but this has not yet been confirmed at this time. We will find out and see what's going to happen in the next hour or two. Back over to you. Thank you. So let's see what is going on with the suspect here. It is unknown why Dora managed to use any of TNT explosive. Wait, you said Dora is trying to threaten the Sunshine Skyway Bridge after about 45 years ago from the storm? I think the correspondent was right. What's gonna happen here in the next hour or two? This is WFLA, news channel on your side from the Tampa Bay area on NBC. Back to your regular programming. So now the suspect, now called Dora the Explorer, just from Mexico, Latin, speaking Mexican, Spanish, on their parents. Well, what's gonna happen here? About an hour and a half later, I forgot. They said what's gonna happen in the next few days or so. Yeah, so it says few days later, but now we're pretending this is about an hour or 2 hours later. Here we go.
Going
All right, 1.5 hours later. A few days later.
However, because Dora always leaves the house to cause trouble, we decided to stay in the house so Dora won't leave the house.
She definitely has an idea to leave the house without getting caught. Doubtfully, a bad situation will happen.
what? My mom and dad are going to practice a big Ellis. At least they still can kill a big Ellis. And the idea is still good. Now, it's time.
I can't believe it. We went to the park in a time that our traffic jam takes place.
Well, there is currently a lot of cars and traffic here at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. So, about 5 minutes later, and Dora is expecting to use something in trouble to use something like explosive to destroy the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. The following message is transmitted at request of the Tampa Bay Police Department and in conjunction with the Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Manatee County Emergency Management. At 4:58 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Dora the suspect, now identified as Dora the Explorer, now using the box of TNT explosive, and she is threatening to explosion and threatening to collapse the Sunshine Skyway Bridge if it's not, if mentions are not met. Dora is expected to arrive at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in the next 25 to 30 minutes. In addition, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge is currently on traffic because there's too many cars here trying to cross the bridge here because of a Wednesday day here in the morning, in the afternoon rush hour here in Hillsborough County. And the Sunshine Skyway Bridge is located Interstate 275, US Route 15. Which is on Florida Route 93. Due to this situation, we're threatening to collapse the Skyway Bridge in the next 30 to 40 minutes. All residents within a 5-mile radius of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge are strongly advised to remain vigilant at this time if possible. The traffic is currently still flowing here. Due to this, this emergency will still currently in effect until the police have finally captured Dora the Explorer. And if you're on a highway, don't panic. Panicking will make the situation worse than already it is. In addition, all residents in the following areas besides the Sunshine Skyway Bridge and Skyway Fishing Pier State Park: the restroom and the Skyway Bait Shop and the Scuba Steve's Snack Shack. All advised you to stay away from the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Evacuate immediately. If doors something happens badly soon, it's gonna be a mandatory evacuation, or it should be an issue a civil danger warning soon, or immediate evacuation. Dude, information about this girl is already confirmed here by the Tampa Bay Police. Or the Explorer causing major trouble across Go Animate location. He was grounded and punished a lot and killed by their parents. Kept doing this many times before any other kids got killed. It's similar to ones from unknown people right there. It's also and the channel YouTube called Rakukun the Beyonder, now called Rakukun. This is a different channel. Due to this situation, tune to the local radio station or television for information about this situation. Well, so Dora the Explorer is trying to threaten the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Well, let's see what's gonna happen here in about 30 to 40 minutes. About 35 minutes later.
I can't believe it. We went to the park in a time that our traffic jam takes place.
Always happens to me whenever I want to go anywhere.
I thought that the place doesn't have this in some time.
I didn't realize that there were so many cars on the bridge. Hey! Ella is there. It's time to do this.
But something terribly expecting to happen. 5 TNT explosive, 6 of them.
After I light the TNT with the lighter, the bridge would be entirely destroyed and many people on this bridge would be killed. And Ellen would be killed as well. Of course, it's a good idea to do this in here so that they won. Arrest me. Now, the plan is started. The bridge is going to get destroyed now.
Oh my god, did you hear that?
Was that an
But something terribly expect to happen, unexpected happen.
Holy crap, an earthquake! We have to get out of here before the grid collapses.
What? An earthquake? What is happening?
Yay! The idea worked without that thing happened. The bridge is destroyed and many people...
Oh my god.
And Ellen is dead too. And I think my mom and dad should inside of that car and it was because when this situation happened. But it doesn't matter. My Ellen is dead. I'm happy that not only the thing worked, and also that Ellen is dead but keep finding me.
Oh my god. Dora just used TNT explosive, like 6 TNT explosive to collapse the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Oh my god. This should be a civil danger warning or an immediate evacuation here. So about 2 minutes later, civil danger warning for the following counties in Florida: Southern Pinellas, Northwestern Manatee, and Southwest Hillsborough. The following message is transmitted at request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Manatee County Emergency Management, and the Tampa Bay Police Department. An extreme dangerous situation is currently unfolding at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge on Interstate 275. At approximately at 4:06 p.m. or at 5:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Dora the Explorer, who is threatening to detonate and collapsing the Sunshine Skyway Bridge using TNT explosive, have now confirmed that Dora had used the TNT explosive to use explosion to detonate at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, making the bridge collapse into the lake. At the Tampa Bay. Due to this, residents within a 2-mile to 3-mile radius of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge is being collapsed into the Tampa Bay, and the rest of the situation with the information will follow here. Dora the Explorer is threatening a lot of trouble many times. In addition, Dora the Explorer have collapsed the Sunshine Skyway Bridge into Tampa Bay, making all other cars follow into the bridge into the Tampa Bay water. Due to this, the Tampa Bay Bridge within its 2-mile radius has been collapsed. Interstate 275 has been closed due to the collapse of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, and a mandatory evacuation has been issued out for any following areas: Sunshine Skyway Fishing Pier, Skyway Bridge Rest Area, Skyway Beach, and North Skyway Fish Pier State Park, Skyway Bait Shop, Restroom, Scuba Steve's Snack Shack, Manatee County Rest Area, and and Skyway Fishing Pier. All residents within a 4-mile radius of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge are advised to immediately evacuate this area. And if you're in homes, nothing, and any type of residents that watched in horror of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge as it's collapsed into the Tampa Bay, taking an adequate supplies for you, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone chargers, toiletries, important documents, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio with extra batteries to keep you for the duration of this emergency. Do not drive through the Sunshine Skyway Bridge as it's collapsed already. You can go deaf and put yourself in immediate extreme danger risk if you do so. Tune to local information on this extremely dangerous situation. Great. That bridge completely collapsed into the Tampa Bay. So now let's go to a different Tampa Bay news. This is ABC Action News, WFTS TV, Tampa Bay, serving the greater Tampa Bay metropolitan area. Right now, we have currently breaking news coming out of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge on Interstate 295 and US Route 19 and Florida Route 93 at about 4:06 p.m. 5:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Dora the Explorer, Dora, causing a massive destruction. On-go animate from Rakuten has caused the Sunshine Skyway Bridge to collapse into the ground due to the TNT explosion that was exploded using the lighter. As a result, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge has been collapsed into the ground into the Tampa Bay waters. And then with the mandatory evacuation for the outside of the collapsed area has been reported in the south and the north, including the Teresia Aquatic Preserve. And the mandatory evacuation is reported in the following areas outside of Tampa, Florida: Teresia, Robunia, Tierra Verde, and some other type of Tampa Bay neighborhoods, including the city of St. Petersburg. In addition, the St. Petersburg Police Department have also reported this situation along with the counties of Manatee, Hillsborough, and Pinellas. The following message was reported from the emergency alert system. A civil danger warning that was issued about a few minutes ago, live from the city of just in the greater Pinellas Point at the Bay Vista Park is the reporter. Reporter, do you see what happened in the Sunshine Skyway Bridge? I do. All cars have fallen into the Tampa Bay water on the collapse of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. That is also why how did this happen here, just like it did to the Francis Scott Key Bridge, but in the boat hitting in Baltimore County, outside of Baltimore, Maryland, but in a different event. I don't know why did this situation escalate here, but Dora the Explorer should be arrested soon. After she leave the collapsed site from the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. In addition, Dora the Explorer or Dora has left the collapsed Sunshine Skyway Bridge area and she is at her home in the city of Tampa, Florida. So, let's see if the Tampa Bay Police Department or the St. Petersburg Police will arrest her soon. Back over to you. Thank you. So what happened here is like what is similar to the Francis Scott Key Bridge, but this is different event here. I don't know how she did this. This is ABC Action News, WFTS Tampa Bay. Back to your regular programming. So, the Dora went back to her home back in Tampa. See what happens next. About 1 minute later.
Something's not right. I've sent her the message 4 hours ago and she hasn't seen the message. I'm going to tell Elena about this. Elena, something is not right. What is this? A bridge was destroyed.
Cool. This is the driver that drives taxi with Soledad.
Really? I don't see Soledad in there. Do you think she's still alive?
This is something that I want to know. Soledad isn't even there and she said that the park near the bridge. I'm worried if Soledad is alive or not. I have to call the doctor about this.
911. What is your emergency?
Hello, this is Elena Marcalis. You know the incident of bridge destruction? One of our family members, Soledad Marcalis, was in a bridge. She was inside of the taxi, and the bridge was destroyed. We need to know if Soledad is alive.
I see, and correct. We found Soledad inside of the taxi in the bridge and she is now at the hospital. Soledad is still unconscious.
Oh my god, I knew that she was at the bridge at the hospital. It is likely that she is still alive, right?
We can't guarantee the result. We hope that the result is well and we'll inform you after the result.
Do something as best as possible.
Ilana, apparently, they found something that caused the bridge destruction.
Wait, so we now know what causes of the bridge destruction?
No doubt it was Dora who did it.
You've caused trouble again.
What? What did I do?
We saw the news and there's a TNT box in the bridge.
What? Oh no. I forgot to take that box when I'm leaving. I'm in so much trouble.
Are you now realize that you were in big trouble after we know it was you who did it?
How did you know that it was me? When you always blame me.
Absolutely. Considering that you always cause trouble every day, there's no doubt that it was you.
Dora, we know everything. And if there's a thing that you still to cause trouble, it was obviously you.
But you didn't see me actually did that.
When you escape the house, you're grounded. That's why you never escape the house while you're grounded.
Don't you know what happened to her? She's now in the hospital and we don't even know if she's okay. You are going to the hospital. No leaving, of course.
I hope Abuela is alive after the incident. If she is really dead, you will get a serious consequence.
But if she's alive, I won't get a punishment, right?
Regardless, consequence happened if you done something terrible. Why would you think you won't get a punishment for that?
Oh no, this is terrible. The Margoose family will be upset about this.
I hope you have a good news to tell us.
Unfortunately, this is a bad news, Mrs. Marquez. For 4 hours, we tried as best as possible to revive Soledad, and unfortunately, Soledad has passed away.
Wait, you're not kidding, right? Soledad is really passed away.
We came here just to hear bad news. The result wasn't really good at all.
I can't believe it. This isn't even a good news at all. Soledad didn't manage to get out of the car when that incident happened.
I don't know why you didn't go to the park with the Bella. It's honestly good that if you go with the Bella to the park, the incident takes place and you will be killed at this point. I would be happy if you really die, as you always grounding me lots of times and always being harsh on me. You are happy that I do something like what I did.
That was the worst thing you say, and that is very disrespectful.
Oh, perhaps I shouldn't have.
Incoming loud volume.
So much trouble again.
Oh my freaking god, I can't believe this A great idea to talk like that in the hospital. You must have grounded for life.
Meanwhile,
Yes, you know the incident of bridge distraction, right? It was me who did it, and I know what is the punishment I got. Going to jail for lots of years.
This is not surprising. You came here telling me that you did all that. And apparently someone told us that a TNT box was stolen, so it's no doubt that it was you. Since you came here and told me that, the punishment for you is happening.
This is the result that I always got. Getting sent to jail. Could they stop arresting me whenever I did something? Of course, my family is going to destroy my computer.
As usual, when Dora done something terrible, punishment like this happened.
Regardless, at least the plan works. I can elevate her now, and I'm happy that she is dead.
It was you who caused the bridge destruction and killed me during the incident.
What the heck? Bella, how did you get revived? You were dead while the bridge distraction happened.
Didn't you forget? Anyone can be revived whenever they get killed. Don't think that I'm gone forever. I'm still here now, and what you're doing is really unacceptable.
Always bad. And that's it. At least I got out of the jail by going ahead and massaging it.
What? As a punishment for doing bad things, you are going to jail by go animate logic.
What?
So about 3 minutes later, the administrative message from the Tampa and St. Petersburg Police Department, and in conjunction with the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the counties of Hillsborough, Manatee, and Pinellas Emergency Management, toward the Explorer, who caused the bridge collapse at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in Interstate 275, have now finally in arrested at their home in the city. Now finally arrested at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, HCSO Orient Road Jail. In addition, the body of the parents of a Marquez parent was actually a Soledad, who was trying to see that the hospital trying to revive the Soledad, the fat woman. The grandma has now unfortunately passed away at the Tampa General Hospital in downtown Tampa, Florida. But she managed to recover using Golden Gate logic. The Explorer have now finally faced about 10 to 20 years in jail for causing what happened at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. However, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge will take years to rebuild back to normal. The Tampa Bay Police Department, the St. Petersburg Police Department, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and Manatee, Hillsborough, and Pinellas County Emergency Management would like to thank you for the cooperation of this emergency. We will now switch back to your regular programming.
Epilogue.
Epilogue. Toward the Explorer destroying the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, making cars and SUVs and truck vehicles to fall into the Tampa Bay water. As a final result, around about 100 people injured, or about 135 people being fatalities, either being car crashed into the Tampa Bay, being drowned on the water, or even injured, and then along with 160 others being injured on, and then no injuries reported when on the other areas. Something's like happened to the Francis Scott Key Bridge a year ago, but in a different event. So this is very different event right there between Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore County, outside of Baltimore, Maryland, and the fiction scenario of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in Tampa, in Hillsborough County, Florida, to St. Petersburg. So questions that people have: why did the Explorer causing trouble? She's a troublemaker, but why did she manage to use the TNT explosive to destroy and collapse the Sunshine Skyway Bridge? Well, no answer for that. But anyways, I hope you enjoy my ever return EAS scenario. This is fictional story. This is fiction. not real. This is fiction. So thank you for watching on this my return EAS scenario, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge disaster. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, since after 3 years I have not made the EAS scenario since April or June 2022, and this continue on Christmas 2022. And I'll see you on the next EAS scenario. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy my first ever returned emergency alert system scenario. Thank you for watching, and this is me, Gabriel Giordoni, or Gabe the Domino Wiz Team, signing off. Have a great rest of the summer.